Otumba, your candidate has won. I mean, Tinubu is managed, we call him the landlord of Lagos, managed to win. But first of all, he lost in Lagos, where he is proclaimed to be the landlord, lost to Obi in Lagos. And secondly, if you combine the vote of the two opposition parties, they had more than the winner, which is Tinubu. Does that mean that more Nigerians do not want his candidature?
Thank you for having me again. Tinubu came into politics in 1991. He won Lagos West senatorial seat in 1992. He fought the military when they annulled the 1993 election won by Nkommo Wo Ho. He was detained. The house was burnt. He went to exile. He continued with Nadeko fighting them. In 1998, when we're done with the military rules, when we are going to the Fourth Republic, he has to return back. He wanted to go back to Senate. But the leaders of the Southwest said, no, you have done enough to regain this democracy. Come and manage Lagos State. He won in 1999, sorry. He won the election again in 2003, when the rest of the Southwest governors lost. Obasanjo rigged them out. When he was leaving, he brought somebody, his predecessor, which is Babatunde Fashola, the current Minister of Work and Housing today. He won. They won again in 2011. He won in 2019. Look at the number of, he won in 2015, he won in 2019. So why this year story is different?
Yes.
If Obi is so good,
yeah,
he won election in 2006. He won in 2006, right? He finished in 2010. He won another one in 2010, right? When he was going in 2014, he brought Obiano. But he has brought two people. He has supported PDP candidate in the 2018. He lost. He supported PDP candidate in 2022. He lost. So does that mean he is not good enough for the people of Anambra? But haven't I said that? Lagos is cosmopolitan state. So, and we should be able to understand that what happened in Lagos will surely happen. People don't understand the policy of the scarcity of Naira. A lot of people were affected, and they took their hunger to the poll. So we expected that. But haven't I said that? The policy was not well implemented. But Mr. President needs to make a statement and do something with that. But he knows that we have to pay price for the scarcity of Naira, because we felt the effect of scarcity of Naira during the election. It is the first time we've never experienced vote buying. That should have been the music of the opposition today, that they have used the Nigerian money to buy vote for the party.
Okay.
And when there was no vote buying, I couldn't see one. I'm still expecting people to send me video that this is where they are buying votes, because there was no Naira. And that was the intention of Mr. President. And I give glory to God that at least it affected us, but we have achieved something with it. What I don't understand about that, the question I was asking is, are we going to change Naira again in next 4 years? Okay. So, but by then, I think we must have found a policy or how to eradicate vote buying. That one is number one. There was nothing like overvoting. That's the good job of introduction of beavers. Nobody's talking about that.
Are you sure nobody's talking about that?
Nobody's talking about overvoting. What they are talking about is, they said they intimidated them. They didn't allow people to vote. Nobody's accusing of overvoting, because the beavers. And if the overvoting happens, everybody are going to court now. The beavers, we expose them in court, because we have seen that in the last Osun State election, that is in tribunal now, when the APC accused the PDP that one that they did overvoting. At the end of the day, when we got to tribunal, we could see that both of them did overvoting when they brought the beavers out. That's the same thing that will happen. The Labour will be able to explain how they got 93–94% in Southeast when it never happened in any other region in Nigeria. So everybody should be going there. When you go there, the APC as well will take their case in, and they will also take them. But what I'm saying is, I've not seen any of the PDP or Labour to state areas that they've rigged them.
Okay.
If you are claiming that they've rigged you, you should be able to put down the evidence. That is when you are behaving as a patriotic citizen. When you are putting information out without evidence, I think you are causing so much harm to your country and to the institution like INEC. When he was talking, he was making some unaccepted statements towards INEC, and that's very, very unfair. If Obi had won, I'm not sure he would have made those statements against the institution. And we need to be very careful. What we are saying today, other countries will use it against us tomorrow. And that is why we have to be very careful. The beavers, people are not talking about it. Once you go, during election day, when you go, you have to go for accreditation and go back home. Maybe after 1 hour, you have to come back. The beavers has helped. It makes the process to be very speedy. You just do your accreditation and straight up you vote. And that's what, even with the scarcity of money, it affected the logistic of the INEC. Okay. And a few weeks to the election, the INEC chairman went to meet the CBN governor that, look, this issue of scarcity, they need money, they need to sort out logistic. But the Labour Party, Excellency Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, they were the ones supporting the scarcity of money, that we are complaining because we want to use the money to buy vote. Okay. And at the end of the day, they were the ones saying that the logistic did not arrive early. How did you want the logistic to arrive early when there is no money to pay? Okay. So we need to be sincere with ourselves. So what I'm waiting for people now, when people are saying election is not credible, what are your definitions? Where are your facts? The definition of when elections are not credible, bring out areas that we have crisis. We agree that we have crisis. Everything, we don't expect everywhere to be perfect. Even America, over 200 years democracy, they have crisis. We experienced it in 2020. Okay. So if we have crisis, bring the list of areas. I want to learn from people, because this democracy is not something that it will be perfect overnight. It's a process. Yeah. And as we are moving, we'll be learning. If you said we have crisis, do we have crisis in 100 polling units?
I'm sure they'll provide all of that.
Even people that we are communicating with now, they should tell us. They should tell us if we are communicating in a sitting, in a discussion like this. They will be able to state it. We have a 606 polling units. 606 polling units.